People who can value and enjoy their alone time cherish when they can go an entire day without speaking to anyone. Their idea of fun is relaxing on the sofa, watching Netflix, or listening to their favorite podcast instead of meeting friends and going out to socialize. Loners are really special since they basically have stronger bonds with themselves than anyone else. They can actually be their own best friend and they don't need anyone. If this relates to you, it's likely that you don't constantly seek company or feel the need to be validated by others in order to have someone with whom you can chit-chat or share ideas with. Some people may judge this, but in reality, this is not a bad thing at all. Even though the word loner is mainly considered as a negative term, and it might make people feel like being one is not something desirable. People might judge, but they don't know that you probably have a higher IQ than extroverts. Pay close attention until the end of this video to discover 6 signs you are meant to be a loner. You are not addicted to your phone. Nowadays, people struggle to put their phones down even for a minute thanks to the internet and social media, and they are constantly striving for immediate satisfaction. This is not to say that you don't use social media at all, but you can definitely set your limits and you are able to enjoy life outside of your phone. In fact, when it comes to sharing, the last thing you want to do is reveal things about yourself and your life to the world. You are able to get to the gym or go on a vacation without taking a bunch of selfies and posting them on social media. You avoid making needless phone calls and sending huge, meaningless text messages because you can't stand chit-chatting and gossiping, and even if you use social media, you do it in a healthy and limited way. You don't like mindless scrolling for hours. Instead, you prefer to be productive and do something meaningful. You keep your things private. Whatever is going on in your life, no one would ever know, maybe besides a very few people. You don't like if people are sorry for you, and you also don't like to brag if you achieve something. You might have received the largest job promotion of your career, or you might be having trouble with your boss. Without celebrations and consolations, you manage life's good and bad situations on your own. Somehow, you don't feel obligated to discuss these experiences with other people. You may consider it completely pointless or simply decide not to waste your efforts on such things. You would rather spend this time doing something that will keep you going forward. You value privacy and would rather take care of your things alone. Perhaps you would involve a very few people occasionally, such as your family. You don't like drama. Many people can't help but engage in drama. They are curious about it, and some people are even the source of it on a daily basis. However, you find it unbearable and don't want any share of anyone else's either. You try your best not to sound dramatic, and even in unpleasant situations, you are aiming to solve the issue as soon as possible without causing any unnecessary drama. You make sure to stay away from anything or anyone that causes unwanted or nonsensical drama for no reason. You also tend to participate less in the lives of other people because you are focused on your own, and you also don't enjoy when people are minding your business. You feel happy on your own. You simply can't help it, but when you are on your own, you feel the most peaceful and most satisfied. You don't feel any desire to impress others or make compromises. Whether you are at home, in a restaurant, a library, or somewhere abroad. Instead, you are doing precisely what you want, and you don't really care about what other people might think. Independence is all about making decisions that are authentic to who you are as a person, without any limitations. Unlike so many people, loners genuinely appreciate their solitude. You use your alone time to think, plan, recognize and reflect on your goals and work towards them. When you are working alone, you produce your finest work since you aren't concerned about what others do, because at the end of the day, you only see your own ambitions in front of you. People can't always reach you. Is your family not surprised anymore that you hang up on them fast or that you are not returning their calls? Now, they might completely understand that you may go days or weeks without speaking to them because they are aware of how you are as a person, and they also know that you are doing just fine while you are taking care of your own things. To put it simply, you don't feel so pressured to communicate with people on a daily basis. Therefore, if you are not checking your phone every hour, you are probably just working or relaxing. Perhaps by doing something you enjoy, like listening to an audiobook or working on your dreams. You realize that learning new skills and producing something is a lot more beneficial use of your time than staying in touch with people. You appreciate traveling solo. Most people go on vacation with their friends or family, or at least they try to find a tour guide to show them around in a foreign country. Not you though. Being in a new country where no one knows you has a certain charm to you, and you are hungry for exploring on your own. The best part is that you are also free to arrange anything on your own. Traveling with others has some disadvantages, like there is always someone who complains about the temperature or about walking a lot, or wants to do something else and change plans last minute. When you do a solo trip, there is no way to compromise your vacation, since you are your own boss and you can do whatever you feel like doing without depending on anyone. Ultimately, going on a solo trip, exploring and discovering a new culture on your own, and doing things your way recharges you and makes you feel alive. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel.